Yeah, I looked at it and it looks like it's not
everyone
firmed up.
who are the greatest war makers in the world, that the very people.
He'd be too busy on strike.
We should have it right.
Yeah, so she been a little tapped out. A lot of people getting their degrees right now.
We need
You
more
not
of
really
that
right now getting their
regardless of race, color, ideology.
I finally go
We
through
could
still
agree that none of this benefits
Kimberly, I
us,
should put pocket
that the faster we'll be out of it.
because I might go with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I can hit you up.
Getting us into
Because I can't do the work. It'd be too many. It'd be too many people.
Yeah, because
Or they even have like a specific Claudia Jones on. They're like, yeah, it's like 4 or 5 people.
That's right.
Okay, good. All right, we'll talk. Hey, y'all in D.C., y'all from out of town.
PCL Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, okay.
Out of town.
No, I should have a resolution, the council here, so.
Oh, good.
Don't
I
poke
hear
your
that.
thumb.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a friend that lives up here. I can hand it to him.
Just,
I'll send it to him.
Cool, please come.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. That's right! That's right! Yeah. Yeah. That's why people are like, that's right!
yes, I've been seeing this. What did they sign?
Next, I want to bring up today another long-time fighter for freedom. One of them, all over the country. They tell you shut it down.
I live here in D.C. And I've been watching some. I'm not sure because I exactly know what it's about. I know it's just a bunch of people stopping police training.
That's what I'm called all over the place. And you know why? Because we want to stop the suffering and the killing. Because we care about the Ukrainian people. Because we care about because we want
Sure, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that would be a good outcome, actually. Yeah. They all get arrested. Yes, people's arrest.
Russia to our blow in the face. Russia should not have invaded Ukraine and made a horrible mistake. And the U.S. makes a horrible mistake. Like throwing fuel into the fire, right? How many billions of dollars
You showing your sign, Nora? You showing your sign?
Still of just weapons already.
I'm on the leaders here in D.C.
So we send
I was
all
not
these
there.
different weapons and it's never enough because there is a stalemate, because it is not a winnable war, because this war won't be won on the battlefield, it will be solved at the negotiating table. And I want to know why my own government is sabotaging negotiations. I want to know, when they were close to getting a piece of corn back in March, why my government came in and said no. I want to know when just recently the Chinese came out with a peace plan. Why did our government say absolutely ridiculous?
We want to know!
Hey!
And I want to know, in front of the White House, why Biden can't pick up the goddamn phone and talk to Putin. to say is that the people in Congress and the White House are not representing us. We have to be louder. Join us with Code Pink and Peace in Ukraine as we march through the halls of Congress, demanding that they represent us and call for peace talks. Do you know that right now in Congress the word negotiate is a bad word? It's ridiculous. So join us as we pressure the White House and Congress, and join us as we echo the sentiment from around the globe, especially in the global south. Just like President Lula from Brazil said when he was pushed to send weapons to Ukraine. You know what he said? We don't want to join this war. We want to end this war. No more war, peace talks now.
No more war, peace talks now.
No more
War, peace talks now.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Medea. One of the biggest weapons of the U.S. government and elite is the media, right? Corporate media is definitely that. It's where they spread their lies. And the corporate media might as well be their stenographers, right? They just sit there and take notes and regurgitate everything that the elite and the ruling class want us to think is true. There was a chat that said, "They lie, people die." They lie, people die. They lie,
People die.
they lie,
People die.
they lied about weapons of mass destruction. Remember that? They created Al Qaeda, they funded it, and then they were talking about persecuting Osama bin Laden. Right? You remember that? They lied about the horrific terrorist acts they committed against prisoners in Guantanamo. Remember that? Dehumanizing people. They lied about the numbers of casualties of war. Hundreds of thousands of people died at the hands of the U.S. military occupying Iraq. Remember that? And it was not, if it had not been for courageous journalists like Julian Assange, we would not know the truth. But what the U.S. does with people who tell the truth is that they persecute them, they jail them, and if they can, they kill them. We know that history well, very well. And so I want to bring up a friend and comrade, the brother of Julian Assange, Gabriel Shipton. Free Julian Assange!
Hi everyone. I'm here with you today because Julian can't be. He has been detained one way or another for the past 13 years in the United Kingdom. For the past on the 11th of April, it'll be 4 years he's spent in a maximum security prison. He's not serving a sentence. He's convicted of no crime. He is solely there at the request of the US Department of Justice.
Shame!
What did Julian do? He did what journalists should be doing, publishing without fear or favour.
That's right.
He published the truth about 15,000 undocumented civilian deaths in Iraq, a lie that was hid from us so that we would believe that the war was going better than it was. He published the truth about 2 Reuters journalists who were killed by a helicopter gunship in Iraq, and then 2 Good Samaritans who came to save them were also gunned down. He published the truth about a cable from the State Department that detailed the murder of an entire Iraqi family, including 5 children. And then after they were murdered, the soldiers called in an air strike to obliterate that family from the face of the earth, to hide their crime. This cable led to the withdrawal of American troops from Iraq, with the refusal of Iraq to re-sign the Status of Forces Agreement. Governments do not willingly reveal their crimes. We need fearless publishers, fearless whistleblowers like Chelsea Manning, like Daniel Hale. Fearless publishers like Julian Assange. What those who are pursuing Julian Assange, those who pursue Julian Assange with lust for revenge, those who pursue him in an effort to make an example of him so that the rest of the world will not publish this national security information. What they have unwittingly created is a worldwide movement for the freedom of Julian Assange, but also a worldwide movement for transparency in government, a worldwide movement for freedom of the press, and a worldwide movement for our right to know what governments do in our name. I'm going to leave you with some words from Julian. If war can be started by lies, then peace can be started by truth. Free Assange.
Shipton, who's traveling all over this country. You know, please look into what they're doing. They do a number of different speaking engagements, and please, what you can, and people you know around the country, let them know about what is happening. And I also want to note that we are very honored to have as an endorser of this event the Leonard Peltier Defense Committee. We're also here on the 50th anniversary of Wounded Knee, demanding the freedom of Leonard. We're also demanding the freedom of Mumia Abu-Jamal. We're demanding the freedom of all political prisoners who are held behind bars in this country. Free them all! What's the call? Free them all! Next, we want to bring up a longtime struggler from the city of Baltimore, Reverend Annie Chambers.
We're here talking about peace. But do you know where you live at? You live in the United States of America. The United States of America. And there has never been peace. Not since they come here. They came as thieves and robbers and stole and killed, and that's what's happening now. As a woman who's been in the struggle for over 60 years. I'm 81 years old. And I want to tell y'all that I've been in the struggle since I was 14. And fighting for peace and justice. How can we talk about peace and we have our very own people starving in the street, cutting off the food stamps, cutting off of social aid, homelessness, and these are the very people they want to go out and fight for them. We're in the greedy ass America. That's where we are. And only a handful of people control this country. But we have the power to take it back. As a Black Panther, because I never say I'm a former. As a Black Panther, I tell you, we know how to take it back. And we're going to take it back. We will not allow our children to die. Nobody's going to war to fight for the greedy. Because only the needy suffer when we fight for the greedy. And we're going to stand up and fight back. That is my message. Stand up, children, and fight back.
Because as long as I got breath, if I can't do nothing but scratch, I'm going to do that. That's what we got to do. We got to stand up. I tell all the seniors, we support you. I love the young people in America. I don't care what color you are. Because until we all come together, they're going to continue to do the nasty, brutal things they did. They play racist. They play sexist.
Like mass influx of like normal people into the organization, or more or less normal people kind of starting in like a more progressive direction.
Familiar with the planning board. I'm starting to get familiar with people in the council. So.
She keeps track of these people.
People think about the other. And some of y'all think about what it means to have a death. We go all over the world.
So it's not doing any of that. But it's just also, I have no reason to get a vaccine that doesn't work. If it doesn't work, you're going to get it. There's no point. And also, now if you got COVID, and also they're lying to us about
This is a revolution, Joe! We have a revolution! America! I love you! Continue to struggle! The minister Malcolm! I'm a product of Minister Malcolm! Lord, thank God. And I want you to know, it was nothing but injustice. But you got to go out there. I know it's not going to be easy, so we got to take it. We're going to take peace. Yeah. Revolution! 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 Yeah.
The next person coming up is Christy Carpio for Students for Democratic Society. Give it up for Jeremy Carpio. He's coming. They say get back. They say get back. Money for school and education. Thank you, everyone. I'm here, Christy Carpio. democratic society, despite the brutality that we face, we stand here to say, no to NATO, no to the U.S. war, and stand for democratic society to be part of this fight every step of the way.
Money for jobs and education, not for war and occupation. Money for jobs and education. Money for jobs and education.
For democratic society. How y'all feeling out here? Y'all feeling all right? I said y'all feeling all right? I want the war makers to be able to hear you. Are you feeling all right? Okay, I'm going to check it to make sure. No war machine in this war machine. And next, I will bring to the stage for fighting out the release of Bidi Abe.
When I say hands up, you say fight back. Hands up! Hands up! Good afternoon, y'all. My name is Akini. I'm a community organizer of Life After Release. I'm also an anti-war army veteran. We are here to demand peace in Ukraine and to the end to the toxic militarism that is destroying people's lives and our planet. America is a country where 1 in 5 children under the age of 5 are insecure. And they are cutting food stamps because we can't afford it. Yet, on March 9th, 2023, the Biden administration proposed a fiscal year 2024 budget that asked Congress to give the military-industrial complex $842 billion. They sell us a false dream that they are protecting women in other countries, while the bodily autonomy of women in this country is being stripped from us. They say that one of the reasons why we have to beat Russia, why we have to unseat Vladimir Putin is to protect trans and queer people in Russia. And there are over 350 bills criminalizing trans youth and trans people across inside their country. The U.S. is the world's largest polluter, partly because our military and Biden just approved the Willow Project. The International Criminal Court has issued an arrest warrant for Vladimir Putin. And fine, I'm not here to defend his actions. But I want to ask, when is the ICC coming to pick up George W. Bush? When the hell is going to come get Dick Cheney? Hillary Clinton, Henry Kissinger old ass, and they can go ahead and send a warrant down to hell to get Colin Powell too. Last time I checked, there are American politicians with over 1 million Iraqi flags on their heads right now. We spend $300 million per day, every day, for 20 years in Afghanistan, just to leave them in ruins and starve their people through unjust sanctions. Unsuccessful war after unsuccessful war, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, we're funding a dirty war in Yemen, dropping bombs in Somalia. We dropped bombs the same day Russia invaded Ukraine. We were bombing Somalia, and the news said nothing about it. We have been escalating tensions with countries like Iran and China for simply trying to while trying to continue our armed stranglehold on the international economy. Let's be clear. NATO pushed the United States and NATO pushed by the United States instigated and continue to fan the flames of warfare in Ukraine. Adam Schiff said himself on the House floor that we fight Russia over there so we don't have to fight them over here. From pledging endless support and lethal aid to Ukraine to blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline, dumping millions of oil and gas into our oceans, we have been backing this war and failing the face of violence this whole time. bipartisan effort to back this destruction. No one in any country, anywhere, including Somalia, Yemen, Syria, Palestine, or Ukraine, should have their homes blown apart. We condemn the illegal invasion of Ukraine while also condemning NATO aggression. We can acknowledge the choice of the people to receive in a country that they were forced to be in, while also acknowledging that we must strive to end all war. Our leaders are willing to sacrifice our lives and our planet in order to keep wealth and power. We can and we must fight back. Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Thank you so much, Athene. That was powerful. The United States holds the highest number of people incarcerated. Whoa! A lot of these crimes are connected to poverty. Poverty is a crime. The war on the poor is a crime. So thank you so much, Athena. Thank you so much for bringing that message. So up next we got Margaret Kimberly. Give it up. We always like our journalists doing the right things for the right cause. Welcome, Margaret, from Black Agenda Reports. Now, yesterday, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for Vladimir Putin, saying he's a war criminal. But Bush and Cheney walked free. So was Clinton and Obama and Trump and Biden, who all got in the past after they killed people in Iraq, Afghanistan, Serbia, Libya, Somalia, Yemen, and Haiti, where I know there's so many countries, right? But we want to end that. And we found enough money. $100 billion for Ukraine. Wage this proxy war. And we don't want a war against China either. So you gotta watch some of these folks who claim to be against the war in Ukraine. They want to go to China and get us into another fight against a nuclear-powered nation. But that's going to be used as long as we have imperialism. Imperialist country. That's why we have an $800 billion defense budget. But we don't have health care, housing, and human rights. But you are antithetical. You cannot have human rights respected the way we have a country that is one gigantic war machine. And I just want to say also, we have to think about the other wars. AFRICOM, SOUTHCOM, Indo-Pakistan, and the U.S. tries to control the entire world. But we will liberate ourselves from war when we liberate ourselves from the overlord. Thank you so much. Power to the people. And stop complicating. Thank you.
One more time for Margaret Kimberly. I hope y'all are reading back into the report, and shout out to the United National Anti-War Coalition as well for helping to build this demonstration and bring people from all across this country. And we really are from every single nook and cranny of the United States. People have come from so many different, from Maine. I mean, people have come from hours and hours in Atlanta, to Miami, Los Angeles. So I thank you all. I'm not going to list them all. I know it's North Carolina, Detroit, LA, Philadelphia. Okay, I know. Next, I want to bring up Brian Becker, the National Director of the Answer Coalition.
and brothers, I want to talk a little bit about what's going to happen the rest of today. Because what we're doing today, I believe, will be remembered as something that's quite historic, something very profound, a commitment, a determination on our part to build a new anti-war movement at a moment when the forces within the military-industrial complex and the leadership of both the Republican and the Democratic Party have, without debate, adopted as a consensus position that the U.S. should be prepared and prioritize major power conflict. This means that the war in Ukraine, which did not really begin simply with the Russian military intervention on February 24, 2022, but many years earlier than that, including the fascist-led coup d'etat in February 2014 to bring Ukraine into NATO. This is a proxy war, but it's a dress rehearsal for a bigger war that the U.S. intends to wage to weaken Russia, to topple its government, to go to war and have confrontation with China, to topple the Communist Party of China, inside of China. And just think about the dimensions of the madness here. The United States could not defeat the Taliban in Afghanistan after 20 years. So let's go to war with the People's Republic of China and Russia. Think of the magnitude of that craziness, and yet there's no debate. Look at the mainstream media, the corporate media. They'll describe this demonstration as the far left or Russian apologists or something like that to demonize us like they demonized the Russians, like they demonized the Chinese, like they demonized the Syrians, like they always demonize the Palestinians, like they demonize the Iraqis and the Cubans and the Venezuelans and anyone who wants to be free and independent from the empire. So we're at a crossroads, and today I hope all of you will march together with us. We're going to bring coffins. We're going to do this in a few minutes. So be prepared for this march. This is what's going to happen the rest of the day. We're going to take these flag-draped coffins. Syria, Afghanistan, Yemen, Palestine, Russia, Ukraine, Yemen, Syria, and people from the United States as well, who are the needlessly killed, murdered people by the empire during the past 20 years. And we're going to first go to the White House, and we're going to say to the White House, you are guilty. You are guilty. You are responsible for these deaths. It's not the Syrians, the Palestinians, the Russians, the Chinese. It's the government that speaks in our name. And then we're going to go a few blocks away to the Washington Post, the neocon media that promotes lies, that spoon-feeds war propaganda, and saying to the Washington Post, we know who you are. You're not journalists. You're an echo chamber for the war machine, and you too are guilty for the death of all of these people. That's a short march. It's a short march, but then we're ending with an indoor event at the beautiful and historic New York Avenue Presbyterian Church, a place where the forces for abolition against slavery gathered in 1860 and 1861 and during the Civil War. And we're going to hear
next up we got Jackie Bookman from the Black Alliance for Peace coming up. Give it up for my sister and comrade, Jackie Bookman.
This ain't a church service for the to be a revival. I'm not going to play, ain't going to be no scriptures, but this is what I need y'all to do. I need you to turn to the person on your left and say like you mean it, I will fight for you. Now I need you to turn to the person on your right and say like you mean it, I will fight for you. And then if you can do it, I need you to turn all around, brothers and sisters, and say to the person standing behind you, I will fight for you. Because let me explain something to you about this fight that we are in, brothers and sisters. There's a narrative out there that says that we're only supposed to be focused on ending this one war in Ukraine and every other evil thing the United States government does with its imperialist, bloodthirsty planning and actions and bombings and interventions and coup d'etats, everything this government does around the world. And in our communities here, those things don't matter. All we need to do is end this war in Ukraine. That's the big deal. That's the thing we need to focus on. But let me explain something to you. This capitalist system is at the foundation of every evil thing that comes out of this White House and the Congress that creates the policy. And capitalism exists, it grew, and it thrives on the exploitation of people who are different from the folks who hold the power. So capitalism continues to exploit black people in ways that doesn't exploit working class white people. That don't mean working class white people ain't getting their ass kicked. It just means we get our ass kicked with more words in a different way. Capitalism exploits and denigrates LGBTQ and trans people in different ways than the way black folks are being. Women are exploited in a different way under capitalism than men are. And black women and Latino women are exploited with that fabulous triple oppression under a capitalist system. So explain to me, y'all, how we are supposed to end war if we don't destroy capitalism. How do we end wars that are fought in the name of capitalist profit? Warmongers, weapons manufacturers, making trillions off of the broken bones and bodies of black, brown, indigenous people around the world, working class and poor peasant people around the world. They don't do it because they legitimately hate these people. They don't do it because these people are threats to our freedom. They do it for capitalist profit. And they do that around the world for the same reason that a high percentage of black folks are still poor in this country. That working class and poor folks in Appalachia are poor. That black trans women suffer the highest rate of homelessness and unemployment in this country. Those are all the reasons that capitalism stays in place. Because our exploitation, our difference and competing oppression and exploitation all feeds and props up the same capitalist machine. So we get to the